Gentlemen of the jury, you have seen the evidence. You have heard the testimony. You have heard the closing arguments. And now it is up to you to decide the fate of this young man. This probably will be the hardest thing that you'll ever have to do. And I would not want to be in your shoes. I do not envy you in the least bit. But please keep in mind that this is a murder trial. In this state, the penalty for murder is death. So I want you to take this as serious and as solemn as possible. And remember that when you go in to vote for the verdict, it must be unanimous. Now the bailiff will take you to the jury room where you will all decide the fate of this young man. Thank you.
Ooh, man, can you believe that case? I've never seen anything like it.
You seen many cases? You know?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, no. You sound horrible. What the heck's the matter with you?
Oh, nothing much. That guy's guilty as homemade sin, man, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he's definitely guilty.
So, what did you think of the case?
Well, who be? It just drug on too long. I mean, come on, just let's get it done already, you know? We've been here for about, what, 3 or 4 days now?
3 or 4 days? More like a week, you know? This has been a crazy trial, dude.
Yeah, it's been one crazy trial.
You know, this is the hottest day of the year. Yeah, hottest day of the year. Can you believe that? I heard that on the weather report earlier. How you doing? You know, I got tickets to the Yankees versus Cleveland, and they got this new pitcher guy. You know, Joe Pastralio or whatever. I don't know what his name is, but anyways, he's got a good arm. You know what I mean? Like, zoo, zip, zoo. You know, he could throw the ball down through there like really good. You know what I mean? Hey, you want a stick of gum? Yeah, I'll take a stick of gum. Hey, buddy. Yeah, let's get some windows open around here. Yeah, I'm down with that. Oh, hey, let's get these windows. You'd think they'd have some air conditioning here. What's the matter with you? You got a cold or something? More like the flu. I can barely touch my nose, you know? Well, your horn works. Maybe you should check the lights. Very funny. Oh, man, this cold. Hey, well, gentlemen, do we want to get started here? Everybody? Is everybody here? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Me, I count as 9. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, good. Where's the other guys? They're 2. And I think the old guy's in the bathroom, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's have a seat, shall we? Yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah, hey, where's everybody gonna sit? Oh, I thought we would just sort of sit, you know, by the jury numbers and stuff. Oh, okay. Right. Let's see here. Oh, Guy, you there by the window? Hello, Guy? You there? Guy by the window, hello? Huh? Who, me? Yeah. You want to take a seat so we can all get started? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I apologize. Yeah, alright. Alright, let's see here now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does someone want to get the old guy from the bathroom? Yes, I'll go get him. Very well then. Okay. We'll wait for the old guy to get here. Here, man. We're ready to start. Oh, sorry about that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hold anybody up. No problem. Just, alright, gentlemen. Let's all have a seat now. And, I figure the way we could do this is we all vote, we all vote guilty or not guilty. And, of course, all of us have to vote the same way. It has to be unanimous, as the judge said in there. So, I guess the best way to do that would be by a raise of hands. So how many of you for guilty? The guilty vote. How many of you? Alright, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. And not guilty. How many of you for not guilty? Alright, 1 for not guilty. Okay, well, looks like we have some talking to do, because as you know, it has to be unanimous. So, let's discuss this, shall we? Oh, come on, man. What's to discuss? Let's get on with this already. Let's be done with it. Yeah. What is the problem? I don't understand. Okay, calm down, everybody. Calm down. Anybody got any suggestions? Oh, maybe, maybe we can go around the table and explain why we feel this young man is guilty, and, kind of show him where he's wrong and we're right. You know what I'm saying? If he's confused, then, we could show him where the problem is. Alright, well, that sounds good to me. So, yeah, we'll go around the table and each one of you can explain, what you think. Okay, so you over here, this gentleman here in the blue shirt, you go first. Well, it's obvious to me. I mean, the guy's obviously guilty. I mean, you heard testimony from the lady from across the street. Said she heard the screams, the argument, and saw the fighting in the window. Alright. Next. He's totally guilty. He stabbed his father in the chest with the knife. I mean, what more do you want? Alright, next, well, I just, what can I say? I just think he's guilty, that's all. I heard all the testimony, like these other guys said, and it's totally guilty. Alright, you over there?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
You want me to say why I think he's guilty?
Yeah, why do you think he's guilty?
Well, it's simple, like everyone else is saying. I mean, the guy stabbed his dad in the chest with a knife. 3 inches from his chest, his heart, I mean. He obviously killed him. Let's look at the evidence. There was the woman across the street who saw him from the window. You got an eyewitness. You got the knife found with his fingerprints on it. You got the old man from downstairs who heard the argument. And then you've got all the different bits of evidence, the testimony, the closing arguments from the defense. What more do you want? This man is guilty as hell. I mean, I don't want to send him to the electric chair no more than the rest of you guys. But come on now. He's straight up guilty.
Okay. Alright, I think that's enough for you. How about you over there with the leather jacket? Who, me? Well, I just, let's skip me. We'll go to somebody else next. Then, how about you, sir? Who, me? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I thought he was guilty from the get-go. I mean, open shut case kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, you heard the testimony. You saw the weapon, just like everybody else is saying. He's just guilty. That's all. All right then. And okay, so now the old man. I mean, like everyone else says. I mean, they just said that he's guilty, and I saw enough evidence. It totally convinced me that he was guilty. That's right. I agree with the old man. I mean, I saw enough evidence. I thought he was guilty from the beginning. I come from this country, and I see a lot of crime in my area. I see it going on. I do. And I know this young man. I see into his eyes. I see guilty written all over his face. And plus the testimony from the lady. I see her eyes. And I believe that it is true. Okay, that was quite specific. But, yeah, so do we have one more? Who, me? Guy's guilty, dude. I mean, he's guilty as hell. How can you not say he's guilty otherwise? You know what I'm saying? It's like the knife. The knife itself, for example. Let's talk about the knife. It's a very rare knife. Like, you can't get that knife any other place, can you? Alright, this gentleman raises a good point. And now, let's hear from the one guy out of the whole group. There's gotta be one. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, tell me about it. There's always got to be the one.
I don't know. Well, what do you mean you don't know? Yes, there has to be a reason. Yeah, what the heck you talking about you don't know? Well, I mean, hey, come on, guys. I mean, just all 11 of you guys found him guilty. I thought that was strange. Also, I mean, you guys are talking about this 18-year-old kid.
Kid? He ain't no kid. He's a full-grown adult.
A full-grown adult? I mean, come on, man. His brain barely had any time to develop. I mean, he's 18 years old. Yes, but when you're 18 years old, oh, man, this damn code. You're considered a kid. You're considered an adult. He is not no kid. Yeah, let's not get things twisted now. He's a full-grown adult responsible for his own actions. That's why I say he's guilty. I don't know about you guys, but I can't just send a man to the chair just like that after just 3 seconds of deliberations. I mean, you heard the judge. It's sudden death for this guy. I mean, can you guys do that? What are you saying? Like, I believe he's guilty because I voted fast? Is that what you're saying? Like, I don't care about another human being's life? I found him guilty because I think in my heart that he is guilty. Not because I want to hurry up and get this trial over with. You have tickets to a ball game, pal. I'd say that's probably motivation enough, if you will. Oh yes, let's talk about motivation. This kid, his father beat him all the time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he got one too many beatings from his old man. And finally one day, he just snapped and killed the poor guy.
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about, fellas. This young man, this 18-year-old boy, got beat ever since the day he was like 9 years old, from the very beginning, just taking a beating day in and day out. Why didn't he kill anybody before this? Why didn't he snap before? You mean to tell me that he took abuse for 18 years and just now decided to rise up and kill his dad? That doesn't make sense to me. That's the way it happens. You know, it happens really fast. Yeah, I agree. It does happen that way. Yeah, sometimes people just snap, you know.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why we should go on discussing this any further.
Yeah, me too, man. Look, guys, can we just, I don't know, can we just take an hour to talk about this? An hour? An hour? Oh, come on. Yeah, an hour. Oh, come on, man. Not an hour. Wait a minute. Just a dingo minute here now. I've got an hour I could spend. Yeah, I'm sure you do. You got like all the time in the world, old man. Hey, who you calling an old man? Now, there's no need for name calling now. He's a senior citizen. Yeah, I'm a senior citizen. Get it right, sonny boy. Hey, come on now. Can't we just all vote and get it over with? Y'all just take an hour to talk about a young man's life? All right. Fine. You want to talk? Sure, why not? Besides, your ball game isn't until 6:30. You got plenty of time. Yeah. Okay. Sure, why not? Go ahead. Let's take an hour to talk about it. If we got an hour, boy, I got this terrific story. You see, the other day I was at Benjamin's Supermarket down on 34th Street and... Hey, what are you doing here? That has no relevance to what we're talking about here. Well, fine. What are we talking about here? Yeah, what are we talking about here? I want to talk about the case. That's what we're here to do. Discuss the case and discuss the relevance and the importance of this young man and what he may have done or not done. You ever heard the term innocent until proven guilty?
Well, that's what the court just did. To me, in my eyes anyway. Defense attorney found him guilty. And I think that's why we should all vote guilty.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, me too. This is an open shut case. There's nothing to talk about. I think maybe perhaps there is something to talk about. The heck do you know anyway? All right, gentlemen, please. All right, we will take an hour to talk about the case. We'll talk about the evidence. We'll talk about the eyewitnesses and so forth. But I think if we're going to go into this discussion any further, perhaps we should send out for lunch. Yeah, let's get some lunch. Yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
Send out for lunch? Why? We're only going to be discussing this for an hour. Maybe then after then we can send out for some lunch.
All right. Okay. Let's start discussing it. Who do we start with? Oh, what do you mean who we start with? Let's just have an open discussion. Yeah. I mean, you know, just talk about it. Talk about, what should we talk about first? What you want to talk about? We talk about the argument first. Yeah, let's talk about the argument. Yeah, okay, the argument. Yeah, the argument. Yeah, let's talk about the argument. And what about the movies? He went to the movies and he forgot everything he saw. So when have you remembered everything you saw at the movies? That doesn't prove nothing.
What do you mean it doesn't prove nothing?
It doesn't prove anything. Hey, what about the L train? The L train, remember? You know, there was that woman. She saw everything from the L train, remember? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the L train. Yeah, I remember the L train. Do you remember? Yeah, exactly. It was 12:30. There was a woman, oh God, this code, getting dressed, or, no wait, getting undressed. Yeah, she was getting undressed. And she looked through her window and saw on the last car of the L train that was going by. Man too, the old man said he heard the son.
Yeah, that's right. What about the old man? The old man who lived downstairs. He heard the son tell the dad, I'm going to kill you. And then he killed him. I mean, that's irrefutable evidence. You can't go by just what this guy, what a cockamamie story this guy's making up.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's get done here, can't we? Hey, pal, I know you're waiting for your baseball game, but, I say we take another vote. Yeah, I say we do too. The truth is, this guy is scum, and comes from the slums. And the only thing comes from the slums is scum. I mean, he should have been smacked down a long time ago. Yeah, he's right. I agree with him. If he dies, he deserves to die. People like that? Wait a minute, people like what? What are you talking about? People like who? You know those kind of people. They're no good for nothing. This kid's been no good for nothing his whole life. And he came from that sort of area where people are no good for nothing. As far as I'm concerned, they ought to die anyway. Hey yo, you're judging people unfairly. What do you mean I'm judging people unfairly? I says you're judging people unfairly. Oh yeah, well how so? I came from the slums and I ain't no animal and no vicious killer like you says. Alright people, okay. Now listen, we're not going to get anywhere with arguing. Now we've taken up enough time already. Now, I say we move on. What do you say? Yeah, I say we move on. I say we make another vote. What about the knife? Yeah, what about that knife? Yeah, that's right, the knife. Yeah, the knife. He's right, that knife. According to what I observed and what I heard, and in my reports, the knife was unique and unusual. It was like nothing else that anyone had ever seen before. In fact, very rare, no?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There was no other knife like that.
Yes, that's what sold me on the case.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, exactly. The knife being so rare and unusual that it had to be him. Case shut, right?
Hey, what about Mr. What's-His-Name down here?
Yes, what about Mr. What's-His-Name? Yeah, what about Mr. What's-His-Name? Huh? Who, me? Yes, you. But, wait. I didn't think I was gonna have a turn. I thought the whole point of this thing was you were supposed to convince me that I'm wrong. I'm not supposed to convince you. Yes, he's right. Listen, gentlemen, please. Wait a minute. Why does that have to be so? If he's got a reason why he voted not guilty, I want to hear it. Yeah, me too. Perhaps we should hear it.
I would definitely be willing to listen to this.
Yes. Why did you vote not guilty? You want me to tell you why I voted not guilty? Yes, why did you vote not guilty? You want me to tell you why I voted not guilty? I'll tell you why I voted not guilty. You see, the facts in this case were too clean. That lawyer that boy has is self-appointed. He's got no motive. No motivation to, be a better lawyer. If I was that boy, and it was me, and I was on trial for my life, I would have requested a different lawyer. Or at least tried to find someone who could pay for a different lawyer.
Well, he couldn't do that.
Yeah, that's right. Like, he's slumless. He's penniless or whatever. That's my point exactly. You see, the prosecutors and everybody made this too cut and dry. It was just too agreeable. There was just too much evidence against this kid. Didn't any of you guys find that at all suspicious? Yeah, I think maybe you have a good point there, young man.
You mean he has a good point? That's a terrible point. What, just because I want to put somebody away who's a criminal? Let me tell you something. Just because he's like 18 years old doesn't mean he's not a criminal. I've got a son myself who's 16 years old, and oh boy, what a boy is he.
Because all teenage boys can be rough Guineans.
Rough Guineans. Let me tell you something. When he was 9 years old, he got to a fight and I saw him run away. Made me sick to my stomach. I almost wanted to puke. I told him, I'm gonna make a man out of you. I don't care if I have to beat the living tire out of you myself to do it.
Children can be very tough, especially boys.
Yes, that's true.
Sometimes you gotta be the toughest on the boys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could be very, very tough. But he turned out to be a very big, strong man.
Oh, yeah. He turned out to be a strong man, all right. He ended up clobbering me when he was 30 years old. Imagine that, 30-year-old man clobbering his old man. He knocked me halfway across the room. I haven't spoke to him in 20 years.
All right, that's very nice. Now what's that got to do with this case? Come on now. I think what the prosecution put on this young man was a very weak motive. The young man had been slapped around and punched around his whole life since he was 9 years old. And, tough, I'm telling you. A tough young man and tough-skinned. And there's no way, and I mean there's no way that this one fight overboiled and he went and killed his dad.
Hey, no way! No way, you say? Of course there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. As I said earlier, the old man that lives downstairs said, and I quote, he heard this guy say to his son, or to his dad, I hate you. I'm going to kill 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 you. And he killed him.
But how do we know he killed him? He didn't say he killed him. Probably from the giant knife sticking out of his chest. Oh yeah, again was the knife. I'd like to examine this knife. Yeah, so would I like to examine the knife. Yeah, I think we would like to examine the knife.
Yo, I want to examine the knife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would like to examine the knife too, man. Yeah, let's bring out this so-called knife. Yeah. Can we do that, Foreman? Can we bring out the knife? All right. I'll ask the bailiff. I can't get out of this corner. Yes, I'll go do it. I'll go ring for the bailiff. I'm telling you, the kid's a rotten, no good for nothing murderer. He comes from this neighborhood. Oh man, I'm terrible. Those people.
See, there you go. You saying those people again.
I agree with him. Where do you get off being the Terminator of humanity? You, if it was up to you, you're the police, lawyer, prosecutioner, and executioner all rolled into one. I don't need to hear that nonsense from you, old man. Here is the knife. That's it, all right. Look at that handle right there. See? You know that's a different kind of knife. Hold on 1 second. I need to put on my glasses. I cannot see without them. See it from here, that knife. This is a highly unusual knife. Yeah, I gotta admit, Phyllis, I ain't never seen a knife like that before in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely a very rare, unusual knife.
Yeah, come on. He definitely was the killer. I mean, what do you think happened? That knife just ripped a hole in his pocket and fell through and landed somewhere on the street or something? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it did. Maybe it did. And look, all I'm saying is the kid might have lost it somewhere, and then someone else at the same time picked up the knife and then went over and killed his father with it. Oh, come on, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry, senor. I believe him. That is ridiculous. Let me see here. Now I got my glasses on. Yes. This knife, it looks like a one-of-a-kind knife. A one-of-a-kind knife, you say? Yes, exactly, a one-of-a-kind knife. Yeah, so what? It's a one-of-a-kind knife. So what? That's what the prosecutor said to begin with. Was one-of-a-kind knife. Yeah, I mean, a knife you can't get anyplace else, you know? A one-of-a-kind knife. You can't get it anyplace else. You can't find it down your local street or whatever. He said it was sold at the pawn shop, as far as I know. Oh, yeah? So you guys say that this knife, you say the prosecution said that it couldn't be found anywhere else, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Well, check this out. I bought this just a couple days before the trial. This so-called one-of-a-kind knife. Oh, what the hell? Oh my gosh. Yeah, whoa. Hey, where the hell did that knife come from? Does not look like the same knife. It looks like the same knife to me. Yeah, I mean, it looks almost identical.
What are we looking at here?
What in the world? What sort of treachery is this? Yeah, where did you get that knife?
Yeah, where'd that knife come from?
Yeah, where'd that knife come from? 2 days before the trial, just like I said. Now, if I could find this exact same knife, with this exact same handle, with this exact same blade, I ask you gentlemen once again, is it an impossibility that this young man was framed from this crime? I mean, anything could be a possibility. I mean, suppose this entire roof could collapse on us. What's your point? My point is that if I can get this knife at just any pawn shop in any store, what are the odds that anybody can get this same knife anywhere, and any time, and any place? Wanted to know my opinion on the matter? Well, there it is, all in black and white. Well, this is crazy. Yeah, oh my God. Oh, there's no way. No, gentlemen, please, let's all calm down. And I'll tell you what, we've been here for a little bit over an hour now.
Well, there you go. We've been here for an hour. This guy here was trying to convince us for an hour, and we're not convinced. We're not changing our votes. Yeah, we're not changing our votes. Yeah, there's no way. There's no time. No way. Now, wait, gentlemen, please. Now, I would say that there's enough here. Since we've talked about it for an hour, I say we continue talking about it just a little bit more. Oh man, are you kidding me? Yeah, come on. No, there's no way we can talk about it anymore. Wait a minute. The foreman is correct. I think we should talk about it a little more. If there is just 1 ounce of doubt that could send this guy to the chair, why can't we talk about it? Yeah, I mean, I agree with him. Come on, guys. Let's at least talk about the knife for a little bit longer. I don't care what this guy says. There's no way that someone just happened to buy or have that same exact knife and stabbed this boy's father with the same exact knife that this boy just happened to have. It's too big of a coincidence. Nonetheless, gentlemen, I am the foreman here, and I suggest we talk about it just a little bit longer. But first, I also suggest we take a 15-minute break, stretch our legs, go to the bathroom, so forth and so on. All right, I guess so. Yeah, okay, that's good. Now, all right, we'll reconvene in exactly 15 minutes.
Yeah, I lived in that neighborhood. I've been in the L train situation myself.
Yeah, me too. Oh man, I can't believe this. Missed this ball game. If I miss this ball game, I swear to God, I'm gonna. Hey, what are you worried about a ball game for, man? This is important. Yeah, I know it's important, but man, we should have had this argument done over an hour ago. I would have been well on my way. Well, you still got time.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm in advertising.
Oh, is this right?
Yeah, I was the one that came up with the slogan, pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Oh, hey, you were the one come up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them commercials, man. Did you also come up with Fruit of the Loom?
No, I did not do that. So, I saw you with a newspaper earlier. I didn't know we were allowed to have newspapers.
It was, Wall Street Journal. It was, Wall Street Journal. This does not matter. Yeah.
Oh, Wall Street Journal, eh? What are you, some kind of, you have a seat on the stock exchange or something?
No, actually, I am a broker.
Oh, a broker. Wow, well, maybe you could help me out with some stocks or something like that.
Well, I mean, it all depends. This trial is quite the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, heck of a trial. You're right.
I tell you, I am kind of glad we got a murder trial,
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
Well, with the murder trial, I mean, it's a lot more interesting than any other kind of trial, like a robbery or maybe larceny or something like that. I mean, it's more exciting, it's more thrilling, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm not in it for the chills and thrills, I just wanted to do my American duty.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Trying to convince everybody that this young man did not kill his father?
No, I'm just trying to get everybody to talk about it. I don't want to see this young man die after just 3 seconds of liberations. You know what I mean?
Look, my friend, you don't have me convinced, but it does have me thinking.
certainly says something about American justice and how it can be corrupt and how the justice system, how the defense might be trying to deceive us. It is a game that they like to play, no? Yeah, you sure get that right, pal. One question for you. Something you might not have considered. Oh yeah? What's that? Suppose this young man really did kill his father, but you've convinced everyone to change their vote from guilty to not guilty. Then what? Just something to think about. I hope you're right, my friend. I hope you're right. Grew up on the west side, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spent most of my days. Yeah, we all had it pretty tough, But this kid, though, he's just scum, just like the rest of them. Like the rest of them? Hey, there you go with that talk again.
You try to raise these kids right, but you work hard your whole life, you give them everything they want, and then they rip your heart right out of your chest, I tells you. It's a wishy-wash world out there, and I'm disgusted with it.
Yeah, got robbed 3 times in the past 2 years. Yeah, I own a dry cleaning business in upper downtown in the garment district. It's tough, boy. Boy, is it tough. Right, gentlemen? We're ready to reconvene.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, come on, let's get done. Okay, so getting back to what I was saying earlier, the woman, the witness, the one that saw the knife going through the father's chest. She claims that she could see through her window at night, through the L train, through the window. Yeah, I kind of did have a problem with that. Well, of course you had a problem with that. Here's this woman. It's nighttime. She's getting ready for bed. It's about 12 o'clock. 11 o'clock. It was 11 o'clock when she was going to bed. Yeah. 11 o'clock. Alright, 11 o'clock at night. She looks through. There's an L train going through. And it's dark. Yes, but you could see clear through the windows. The prosecutor brought that up. Yeah, but how reliable is the prosecutor? How reliable is the prosecutor? Look, we've been through all this already. I happen to agree with this young man. The prosecutor could have been misleading the witness.
Misleading the witness? Oh, come on. How much longer we gotta sit here and listen to this shenanigans?
Please, everyone, let's hear these guys out. Look, it's nighttime, it's dark, right? There's an L train going by. L trains make a lot of noise. A lot of noise. What's the noise have to do with vision? Ah, speaking of vision. Question for you. Yes, what's your question? You wear glasses, right? Only when I have to read something or see something up close. Yeah, like the knife. Yeah, that's right. He did have to wear his glasses to see the knife. Alright, so he had to wear his glasses to see the knife. So what's the point? Point is, you're having to wear your glasses, right? Yeah, I had to wear the glasses. I noticed a while ago, when you had your glasses off, that you had a little red spot on your nose. Yeah, a little red spot on your nose. I've been meaning to ask you about that. Yes, well, sometimes the glasses, they rub against the nose. They get very irritating, so when I take them off, I rub my nose. Yeah, so you rub your nose. You know, I noticed the witness, she had the same red marks on her nose. Yes, this is true. I noticed the same red marks as well. Kinda think of it. Now that you say it, I noticed the red marks too. Hey, yeah, she did have red marks on her nose. Yeah, I do remember the red marks on her nose. Wait a minute. Do you think she could... Whoa, so what? So she had red marks on her nose. What the heck is this supposed to mean?
Yeah, I agree with him. What does having red marks on her nose have anything to do with anything that we're talking about?
You people just don't listen, do you? You over there, you're always wanting to run your mouth before you even get the answer to the question. You think you know everything, don't you?
Now listen, old man, I don't have to...
Hey, let the old man talk. Yeah, let the old man talk.
Oh, okay, fine. Let the old man talk. Well, go ahead, old man. Talk.
Yeah, let's hear what you gotta say, old man. If the witness wasn't wearing her glasses, how could she see through her window at night, through the L train window? It would be nearly impossible. That's all I'm saying. Just give it a chance. You know, I think the old man has a good point. Oh, come on. What are you talking about? We've heard this back and forth about the poor woman that can't see through the window through an L train. You know, I lived next to an L train all my whole life. Yeah, so did I. And I gotta tell you, them L trains is hard to see through. Yeah, not only that, but I want to get back to the old man that heard everything.
What about the old man that heard everything?
Yeah, what about him? Yeah, what about him? Hey, that's right. What about the old man that heard everything? He said that he went from his bedroom to his living room to his bathroom and heard everything from the living room floor. He lives right underneath. And right about the time the L train was rolling through was the time the old man heard the commotion. I mean, come on, guys. The old man, he's an old man. You know, old men have problems with hearing. Well, this old man didn't say anything about having problems with hearing. I mean, you're just making assumptions about old men. This is true, yes. You're kind of jumping to assumptions there. I am not jumping to assumptions. I mean, old man or no old man, an L train going through the middle of your living room. Now, wait a minute. No one said anything about the L train going through the middle of a living room. Well, it was practically going through the middle of his living room. It was right underneath him, or right on the side of him, really. Yeah, that's right. I mean, the building was right on the side of him. I agree with him. Yeah, me too.
All right, fine. Let's talk about the old man and the L train and the witness and the L train for a minute.
Now, let's do that. I would like to do that. Oh, come on. It has no bearing on this case. Sure it does. And just like the lady witness, she was not wearing her glasses. She said she never mentioned anything about glasses. But the red marks on her nose would definitely indicate glasses. I say we all take another vote. Take another vote. Take another vote. Oh, come on. No, we're not taking another vote. No, we're not doing that. We're not going to do that. Wait a minute. Listen. What I would like to look at is the distance between the old man's bedroom and his living room to determine the time that he got there from the time that he thinks that he heard something.
Thanks that he heard something? Oh, now you're saying he didn't hear anything?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah? Well, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is what I'm saying. The old man couldn't have possibly heard the conversation between the son and the dad at 12:45 about the time the L train passed through there. It passed through there about the time he crossed over from his bedroom to his living room. Yeah, but how do you prove this? Yeah, I think he's got a good point, man. How do you prove this? Jury foreman, can we see the blueprints of the old man's house again? Oh, come on. Seeing the blueprints of the old man's house again? We saw that during the trial. Yeah, I agree. We saw that during the trial. Yeah, we saw that during the trial. Now, wait a minute, gentlemen, please. If he wants to see the blueprints, I say we give him a chance to see the blueprints. Can someone please go knock on the door and ask for the bailiff? Yeah, I mean, I'll do that.
Believe we're sitting here doing this? We should have been out of here an hour and a half ago. Now it's already been nearly 2 hours and we're still discussing this case? Are you even kidding me right now?
Yeah, I mean, come on. Can't we at least eat? Alright, I'll tell you what. As soon as we're done going over these blueprints, we will break for 1 hour for lunch. 1 hour? Who needs 1 hour? Yeah, we don't have an hour. We have 30 minutes. Alright, 30 minutes for lunch then. The blueprints to the old man's apartment. Now, as you can see on the blueprints, these old men's apartments would put his living room right about here. Then the old man's living room is right about here. I'm sorry, his bedroom right about here. That would put his living room right about here. And we gotta assume that the old man moves about like this. So he walks, shuffles through his apartment. Wait a minute, where did it say that the old man shuffled? We heard the prosecutor say that the old man had a shuffle. He's right. The old man did have a shuffle. Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we all did. Alright. I say, as your foreman, we'll do a demonstration, and then we'll go to lunch, and when we come back, we'll re-vote. No, come on, man, let's just go to lunch now. Yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah, me too. First, a demonstration, please, gentlemen. Alright, a demonstration. Yeah, alright, fine, a demonstration. Alright, I guess I got time for a demonstration. Okay. According to the blueprints, now the old man's apartment was about 15 feet from the living room to the bedroom. We know this.
Come on, do we gotta go through with this?
We're going through with this. Oh man, okay, yeah, god dang it. Walk it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right about here. Mark off that spot, would you?
Alright, so I'll mark off the spot. There's the spot.
Alright. Alright, now I'll pretend that this chair represents the old man's bed, the edge of his bed. Okay, now somebody time me. Alright, I'll time you. Old man gets up, like old men do. The commotion. He walks as old men walk over to the living room. About this time, the L train should be coming through. Okay, that took approximately 1.5 minutes.
1.5 minutes? Half minutes? That only took him like 30 seconds.
Now what time did they say that the L train was coming through for the first witness? The girl witness. Yeah, what time? Alright, about 11:35. 11:35. And the old man said he heard the commotion what time? About 11:30. So it would have taken him 5 minutes to get from his bedroom to the living room. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, considering it only took you about a minute and a half.
And the L train was passing through at 11:35. So if he crossed over within 1 minute and 35 seconds, and the L train passed over at 11:35, then that means that the old man passing from his bedroom to the living room was off by about 4.5 minutes.
Yeah. So what? What does that mean anything? That doesn't mean anything. I mean, maybe the old man's timing was off. Maybe his memory was off. Maybe he's a little bit forgetful.
Wait a minute, if the old man's memory was off or he was mistaken, then we have to throw that out as evidence. Yeah, that seems like an awful big thing to overlook.
Oh, he was off by a minute or two. At this point, it's just semantics, you know? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anything.
Of course it matters. If the testimony is wrong, then that leaves reasonable doubt. And if we have reasonable doubt, then that means we have to take another vote. I agree, gentlemen. I say that as another vote is just not right at this juncture. It's juncture.
Can I say something here? Yeah, go ahead and talk.
Thank you. If there is reasonable doubt, isn't it up to us then to take another look at this? I mean, maybe this particular incident has changed some of our minds. The old man is right. We have to take another vote.
Come on, you guys. I ain't gonna take another vote just 'cause the old man says so. This young man is guilty, plain as day. Let's just get on with it and change this other guy's mind.
I can't believe you're talking like this. Just because you have a game to get to, you're taking another young man's life in your hands over a baseball game? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I have to hear this from you, old man.
I'm not doing it just 'cause I got a baseball game to get to. What the hell's the matter with you?
I'm doing it 'cause I know he's guilty from the bottom of my heart, okay? Listen, gentlemen, please, all of you, please just calm down. Now, for those of you who think we should take another vote, just say aye. 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 Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Yes, see, aye. 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 Okay, well, it seems as though the ayes have it. Wait a minute. I think just so to make it fair, and so that people don't get mad at the guy who's taking the vote to vote, it should be an anonymous vote. All right, fine. We'll make it an anonymous vote. We'll all vote and then go to lunch, and then when we come back to lunch, we'll tally the results of those votes. Enough?
Well, wait a minute. What about what's his name's vote over there?
Oh, yes, he's right.
Hey, fellas, hey, I tell you what, I'll make y'all a deal. I'll abstain from my vote. If we all vote and there's not one not guilty verdict come back, then I'll abstain from my vote and we'll just call it an even deal.
You mean you'll change your vote to guilty?
Yes, I'll change my vote to guilty if there isn't not one not guilty vote.
Hey, finally he said something that makes sense.
Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah, me too. Me too. I am super hungry. All right, gentlemen. Sounds good to me. Half-hour lunch, and then we'll reconvene. Hey, how are we gonna do lunch? Well, we'll just have to order from the bailiff. Oh, okay.
I want a pastrami on rye.
Oh, yeah, why don't we all get a pizza from Risotto's? Alright, okay, yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that was a good lunch. Yeah, it sure was. Alright, yeah, sure thing. Alright, gentlemen, I trust that we're all here, all 12 of us. And, now I've tallied up all the votes. And I'm gonna put them on the table as they're coming in. So here we go. To the city council, and that's what I heard. Yeah, as far as I know. Yeah, I mean, it's getting pretty late. I don't think I'm gonna make it. All right, gentlemen, the votes have all been tallied, and here's what we got. Let me step over here so you guys can see them as well. We got guilty. Whoa! Guilty. Let's see here. Guilty. Guilty. Sticking together. Guilty. 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 And not guilty. What? What the hell? What do you mean? This does not make sense? Oh my god. Man, could you please quit doing that? Who voted not guilty? Hey, we can't answer that. Yeah, it's supposed to be anonymous. Gentlemen, as I return to this end of the table here, it's like, basically, we're back where we started.
Wait a minute. The heck voted not guilty? I think I know who voted not guilty. It was you, wasn't it? You over there, you think that you're so soft on these neighborhood kids. Well, let me tell you something. I don't care the age of that kid. He's guilty of sin, let me tell you. Who, me? You blaming me for this? I didn't vote guilty on nothing, or not guilty on nothing. Well, then it must have been you, red shirt.
Who, me? No, I didn't.
Well, you're convinced of something, weren't you?
Yeah, but I didn't vote. I didn't change my vote. I did not change my vote. Hey, this is supposed to be anonymous. That's why we did it this way. Yeah, he's right. This is supposed to be totally anonymous. Anyway, it looks like we still have some things to talk about.
No, I want to know who did it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, everybody's accusing me. I didn't do nothing. Gentlemen, calm down.
You want to know who did it? I'll tell you who did it. I did it.
Whoa, what the hell? Oh my god.
Oh no, of course. It was you blubbering old man.
Hey, what you're calling an old man a blubbering old man?
Yeah, what you gonna make fun of him for? What are you even...
If I may explain.
Oh yeah, I'd totally like to hear this one.
All right then. It seems as though this man here has been in the fight all by himself, and not one of us has stood up despite the evidence that he has presented.
What evidence?
Yeah, I agree. What evidence are you talking about, old man?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, old man, but even I can't see what you're talking about.
The fact that some of you are questioning the questions that I'm questioning. The very fact that we've been here for nearly 2 hours. The very fact that there are more answers than questions. That is why, in all good consciousness, I could no longer hold my vote at guilty. Believe it. Oh my God. Well, it looks like we're going to be here for a while. Yeah, it certainly does. Well, gentlemen, it looks like we got some more talking to do. So, what do we want to talk about? I would like to question the flimsy motive that the boy's attorney gave, such as the movies that he went and seen. Yeah, that was a pretty flimsy motive, wasn't it? Yeah, I agree. It was not the best motive, was it? No, wait, not motive. His alibi, you mean? Yes, precisely. Thank you. His alibi. It says that he was at the movies at 9 o'clock, at 9:30. He went to a movie, and it was a double feature, and yet he could not remember what movie it was, who was in it, or any of that. So that right there raises my suspicion. Yeah, I mean, who goes to a movie and doesn't even know what the heck movie it was that they're gonna go see after they just saw it? Now wait a minute. It had been 3 or 4 days since he'd been to that movie when he was under question. And when he was under question, he was nervous. He's being tried for murder, for crying out loud. And his father had just died. Yeah, but his father had died at his own hand. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he had any kind of, remorse whatsoever. Yeah, I agree with him. Yeah, I don't see where you're going with this. Let me ask you a question, pal. Oh yeah? What was that? When was the last time you've been to a movie? I don't know. About probably a week ago? Before all this trial stuff started? And what was the name of that movie? Who was in it? Well, I mean, it was, let's see here. So it was about a week ago. It was a double feature. I remember that. And it was Some Like It Hot. Yeah. And Beach Blanket Bingo. And you remember who was in those movies? Hi. Well, I know Some Like It Hot. That was Marilyn Monroe. And some other dude and some other guy and some other chick. And then there was Beach Blanket Bingo with Frankie Valli and Annette, whatever her name is. So you don't remember the exact details, do you? Well, no, of course not. Not everybody remembers the exact details. So wait, what does this have to do with anything? I mean, you're questioning him about movies over here. I mean, why are we talking about movies? I'm just trying to establish that people's memories ain't what they ought to be. That not everybody remembers every movie they've ever been to and who's playing in them. I remember the 2 movies you're talking about, and that don't sound nothing like what was playing last week. I was at the movies last week, and there was a double feature, but it wasn't them 2 movies. What are you talking about? That is exactly what I remember. No. The first movie was with Audrey Hepburn. What was the name of that movie again? Oh, shoot, dude. What was it? Yeah, I know what movie you're talking about. It was that one movie with Jimmy Stewart. Oh, yeah. It was an Alfred Hitchcock movie, wasn't it? Yeah, an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Oh, yeah, man, that's what it was. Vertigo. Yeah, that was the first feature, Vertigo. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, silly me. Now I remember. The first one was vertical, and the second one was beach blanket bingo. No, man, there was no beach blanket bingo. What did you mean? Yeah. Oh, no, it was not beach blanket bingo. It was the beaches bingo blankie. What? No, man, there ain't no such movie as that.
What the hell are you guys talking about here? We're supposed to be talking about the trial. So start talking about the trial and let's get it over with.
Yeah, I mean, come on, what's this got to do with anything?
I'll tell you what it's got to do with anything. It means we got to take another vote.
Yeah, we got to take another vote. Hey, what's the matter with this guy now? What's the matter with him over here? I think maybe I might want to change my verdict. What the? No, hey, what? What? Who? What? When? Where? No. Come on, this is going on. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I think maybe I also want to change my verdict. Well, gentlemen, looks like we're gonna have another vote. Except this time, I don't think we should do it anonymous, huh? Let's just all raise our hands. Who votes guilty and who votes non-guilty? With guilty first. Who still thinks that the party is guilty? Raise your hands. Okay, let's see here. For guilty, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back here, that's 6. 6 for guilty. And so that would mean that there are 6 for not guilty without raising their hand. So looks like we're even here, 6-6.
Oh man, come on! Are you kidding me? You over there in the blue shirt. You over there in the corner.
Huh? Who, me? I'm laying here. I feel for some reason. Did you want to have your hand up for guilty, or are you voting not guilty? Not guilty. All right. Well, gentlemen, looks like we have a tie, huh? So why don't we continue to talk about it? Only we'll take like maybe a 15-minute break or something like that.
No, hey, come on! Who needs a break? Let's just keep going.
I think all of us could use a little break. We've been talking for another, since we got back from lunch, 30 minutes or so. Oh yeah, you all can put your hands down now.
You guys are all wrong. All wrong, I tell you. You all went from 1 to 6. How the heck did that happen?
A lot of us have the right to change our minds, you know. Yeah. Well, I'm not convinced yet. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, no, not me. Not me. No, not me. Okay, so let's have a 15-minute break, and let's have a little change of venue here. Let's move the table away just for a little bit so everyone has more room. I noticed it just seems a little bit quite crowded in here, huh? So yeah, we'll all resume in 15 minutes. Sounds good to me. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me 3. Yeah, okay. All right then. Thanks. Thanks for what? Believing I have my own doubts? You'll get no thank you out of me for that. Looks like you're pushing things along quite nicely, no? Yeah, but I have a long way to go. I still have a long way to go.
Well, guess you guys are happy. There goes the ball game.
Yeah, that's a shame. So, hey, you know.
Whole thing is a farce. The forest, I tell you. It's crazy.
But there's some reasonable doubt. I mean, you got to admit that he did find reasonable doubt. Yeah, he found reasonable doubt.
Oh, what? Just because that fraud found, like, some insignificant clues of some insignificance with insignificant things that were insignificantly going on. You guys are really starting to believe this guy, aren't you? You guys are a bunch of bleeding heart, no good for nothing. Hey, take it easy on the old guy, won't you? Besides, I'd like to see that knife again. Why? You seen the knife? What the knife did? It was the young boy used it to stab his father. He put it in his father's chest. What more evidence do you need?
I don't know. Awfully walky to me.
Yeah, you know,
I've seen in my neighborhood people use a switchblade an awful lot.
and as you said, this guy was the master of the switchblade.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he was the master of that thing. I too would also like to see the knife again.
Well, it's sitting right there on the table. Do you see it? It's like right there. It's right there sticking out of the table.
Actually, that's not the knife.
What the heck are you talking about? It's right there.
No. That's, Mr. What's-His-Name's knife, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Gentlemen, I assume we're ready to resume. First, a demonstration. This man right here says he knows switchblades and he knows how they're used.
Oh, come on. We really gonna sit through this farce?
Please. If he wishes to see this knife again and show how it's used, then let's do it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Yeah, also me. Oh, all right then.
This knife is a switchblade. And one way to handle a switchblade, you activate it from the handle down here like this. See, there is really no way to use it any other way. It would be too awkward. He couldn't have gone in overhanded.
That's right. That defense attorney guy said he went overhanded and into the chest.
You can't go overhanded.
How do you go?
Underhanded, like this. See, like that. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see my knife.
Here.
Yeah. Plus, wait, let me see here. The dad was what? About 6 foot? 6'1"? Yeah, and the son was like, what, 5'7", 5'8", somewhere in there? Yeah. So, let's suppose it's me, right? Like I'm the son, and you over there, you're the dad.
Yeah, so what? I'm the dad.
Well, say he came overhand like this and went into the dad's chest. If I came at you with this knife and I came at you like this and I went down, and in, it would be impossible. I would have to jump up and stab you straight square in the chest, and not only that, but have to put pressure on you. Oh my gosh, that's right. Yeah, he's right. He's right. Oh my gosh, he's so totally right. Oh no, he is right.
What's the matter with you guys? What is going on here? This is completely insane. You really gonna listen to this guy?
He's right. So full of crap. So what if he had to go in over the top? These guys, they're all scum.
Hey, watch it over there. You've been saying this all night.
Yeah, well, it's true, ain't it? I mean, they just gather like endless rats, these guys. Hey, come on now. We want to see the rest of this thing. Yeah, we do. Quiet now.
Hey, suppose you're right. Suppose the guy did have to reach over the top to stab the dad. What difference would that make?
Well, that would make it impossible.
Nah, nothing's impossible. What if the dad was sitting in a chair at the time it happened?
But it wasn't reported he was sitting in a chair.
Yeah, he's right. He wasn't sitting in no chair.
Yeah, I don't remember him sitting in no chair. And I'm an advertisement. Believe me, buddy, I would know if someone was sitting in a chair.
Hey, what's that got to do with anything?
He's guilty of sin. I mean, come on, man.
Dad was 6'1", right?
Yeah, 6'1".
And the son was about, what, 5'8"?
Yeah, about 5'8".
All right, let me see that knife. So, you stand on this chair right over here.
Wait a minute, that's ridiculous. There's taller people.
Yeah, hold on, let me come up there. Let's just say my finger's the knife, right? Well, look where it's already pointing. It's already pointing right in your chest. So, come on. Think about this. Let me squat down just a little bit more. Okay, even if I'm squatted down just a little bit more, I'm still at the right angle where I can come down and, look, check this out. Right there. Boom! Plunge it right into your chest. Do you guys see what I'm talking about here?
It's the flimsiest thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
Ah, phooey bagooey. You saw how I was able to do that and how things were able to happen.
I am not convinced, senor. You were kind of stretching it a little bit. Your finger is not a knife, and besides, coming down the way you just did at that sort of angle, I'm not totally convinced the knife would have gone all the way into Dad's chest, and besides, the Dad would have been able to fight him off.
Yeah, totally would have been able to block that. I say we need to do a revote.
Oh, revote, come on, what's that gonna prove? They ain't gonna prove nothing. It's gonna prove reasonable doubt. That's what it's gonna prove.
All right, all in favor for a new vote. Let's go. I think that would be the right thing to do at this juncture. So, all right. While we're just standing here and we're not at the table, let's go ahead and do a vote.
We gotta be at a table if we're gonna do a vote.
Who says so?
I say so.
You're not me, and I'm the foreman, and I say what I say, and I say let's do a vote right now. All right, yeah, let's all do a vote, man. All right, let's do this. Gentlemen, raise your hands for guilty. All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 4 for guilty. Okay, not guilty. Okay, let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the vote now stands at 7-4 for not guilty.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, this is ridiculous. Ah, jeez. Are you guys even kidding me? You're about to send a guilty man to prison? I mean, let him go free?
Yeah. This is ridiculous and insane, man. I can't believe you guys are doing this. Oops, I missed the count. 8-4. 8-4. 8-4. Not guilty. 8 votes, 7 votes. What difference does it make? I can't believe this! You guys are scum of the earth! Hey, that's not right, man. Don't call us names. You shut up. People make me sick. You're gonna let a murderer go scot-free. All because of this man right here who has reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt. This guy, he had his chances. Do you understand? All these people. Well, this man said it himself. They should be smacked right down.
That's right. Listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about.
They come from terrible slums, terrible places. These people are just trash. There's no changing that. There's no changing them. Now look, I like some of these people. They work with me. They work for me. And my dry cleaning businesses. You have dry cleaning businesses too? Shut up! You all sicken me. You make me want to puke. You're all disgusting. There's just no dealing with this scum of the earth, this slime. This marsupial ooze that rose up from the ashes.
Stand here and listen to this any longer.
Out of here.
And here to think I was on your side.
Where are you guys going? Where you guys going, I say? This kid deserves to die. Don't you understand me? They all do. They're all miserable scum, and you people are treating them like human beings.
Well, you know what, young man? You're a sick individual.
Oh, listen to this old man talk. I'm a sick individual. A sick individual, am I? Sick individual. Yeah, I'll show you a sick individual. You ever been downtown? You ever been to the slums? Have you seen these kind of people? These kind of people. Man, you crazy. I've been hearing that shit my whole life. These kind of people are you people. Do you even hear yourself, man? And just to think I was agreeing with you. I'm done, dude. I can't believe this.
Hey, listen. Don't worry about them guys. They're all part of the problem. Part of a corrupt system. That's what it is.
Nah, man. It ain't all about that. It is a corrupt system. Corrupt from those guys. The ones that are protected. It's all bullshit, man. You can do whatever you want. You can vote however you want. I don't care anymore. I'm done discussing this crap. Well, gentlemen, as soon as everybody gets back, we will discuss this case further.
You make me sick.
What are you? Who are you, huh? You want my job? You want me to do this? Man, you're a good foreman. You're doing a good job. Oh, sure. This whole place is falling apart. Some foreman I've turned out to be. No, he's right, man. Don't let a few rotten apples seal it for all of us. You're a good foreman. We need you.
Keep going, man. We gotta keep going. We made it this far.
So far, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Everyone have a seat. We're gonna do some further discussing.
Oh, this should have been over hours ago. Send this young man to the chair. How hard is it? You people, you living, bleeding heart liberals, I'm getting sick of all of this.
Right, you've spoken your piece. Now just let's all have a seat and talk about the case some more. Hey everybody, now that we're seated at the table, I believe we could proceed. Now involving the case, one thing I noticed that stuck out was the fact that he shouted, "I'm going to kill you."
Yeah, that's right. What about that? I'm going to kill you. He said that out loud. The old man heard it.
Yeah, but we already established that the old man couldn't have possibly heard it with the noise of the L train.
Oh, here we go again. What do you mean he couldn't have heard it with the noise of the L train?
Yeah, that's something I have a problem with as well. But yes, he did say, "I'm going to kill you." Clear as day, loud and clear. I have to admit, that one was a tough one for me too. Yeah, that's kind of the one that's got me stuck on the wall. Well, let's talk about that for a second. I mean, that's kind of open shut to me, if you ask me. I mean, you know, I'm gonna kill you. That pretty much says it all. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right, huh?
Yeah, well, so what? I'm gonna kill you.
So he said, "I'm gonna kill you."
Even if that's what he said and the old man heard it,
it's a common expression.
What? That ain't no common expression. What are you talking about?
Why, of course it is.
Yes, it is a common expression here used in America. I've heard it myself. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I got to agree with him. I do. Definitely a common expression, man. All right, think about it. How many times have we said to somebody, or even our children, or even our family, or even to the wife, for example, the wife tells us, hey, you know, I'm so mad at you. I'm gonna kill you, Herman. Or, you know, hey, you better stop doing that, or I'm gonna kill you, Junior. Or we get into an argument with the man down the street. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to admit I had used that phrase a couple times.
Yeah, me too. I got into an argument with a guy in the subway the other day. He called me an idiot. And so then I shouted to him across the subway, hey buddy, you knock it off or I'm gonna kill you. You know, it is a pretty common expression. Yeah, I've said that before too. Said it out of anger a few times. Not I don't say this phrase.
I can tell you, oh buddy, you know, as an old man, I've sure used that expression before.
Yeah, like I said, it's a common expression. All right. Well, these are all very valid and good points. But what about this? What about the doctor, the psychiatrist? The psychiatrist who evaluated the boy said he did have killer tendencies, said that he could be a murderer. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know. Oh, man, I didn't even think about that. Maybe I should check my vote. Yeah, me too. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Even the psychiatrist who examined the boy said he could murder. That he is in a situation, a home life, in which Mr. What's-His-Name over there in the brown jacket explained in perfect detail to all of you, had you have been listening. This young man, this young boy, this young kid, as you so vulgarly, as you so delicately put it, could and is capable of murder.
Excuse me, but I just gotta say I think we're all capable of murder. Yes, I agree. We do, to some extent, all hold that animalistic instinct of murder. We could all be capable of murder. Studies have proven that about 67% of all people, just here in the United States alone, are at one point in their lifetime can be murderers. Yeah, man, I heard the same thing. Yeah, that's exactly my point. All of us have that animalistic instinct, that will to survive, or even that need. It's a primitive need to kill. I mean, the military trains thousands, if not millions, of men and women a year for that same exact purpose. Now hold on now. I was in the military and that's not really what they're all about.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I was in the 1st Airborne Division.
Well, good for you, but I mean, to say that just this boy is capable of murder and nobody else? Anybody could say that. Anybody. I mean, come on, man.
No, well, not just anybody can say what they're saying.
Come on, what's everybody saying here? All we're doing is talking in circles. Alright, you know what? I want to change my vote. Huh? What do you mean you want to change your vote? Yeah, change your vote. Thus, it makes no sense, change your vote. Huh?
Hey! What do you mean you want to change your vote?
Yeah, this is America. I can do that. I want to change my vote, okay?
No. What? Gonna be to tell me you sat there in this whole thing for nearly 3 hours, and you all of a sudden, with the non-guilty vote, and you all of a sudden want to change, or with a guilty vote, and you all of a sudden want to change your vote to not guilty? Why all of a sudden change? I'm allowed to change my mind. I don't have to explain myself to you.
No, wait a minute. Yes, you do, senor. He is right. He is right, and I hate saying this about him because I do not like this man. But you cannot just all of a sudden up and change your vote. Sure I can. Come on, mind your own business, will you? What do you mean? What you mean, mind my own business? This is everybody who's in this courtroom. This is all of our business. You change your vote all of a sudden. You know what I think it is? I think it's selfishness. No, come on. I'm just getting tired, all this talking and everything. Yeah, sure. Earlier, you were absolutely 100% convinced that this man was guilty. You were willing to send this boy to his death. This isn't a game, man. You can't just change your mind all willy-nilly. This is life or death. You've had 2 tickets to a ball game, burning a hole in your pocket this whole time. And then all of a sudden, as soon as it starts raining outside, the game is canceled, and now all of a sudden you change your mind just because you're tired of us talking? You're tired of us talking?
Oh, that's not the reason at all.
Well, then what is it?
Because I'm convinced. All right? You want to hear the truth? I'm totally convinced. I have reasonable doubt. This young man is not guilty. Oh, come on, man. This is bullshit.
Hey, he's got the right to change his mind, you know.
What do you know? You just shut up over there.
Hey, you don't tell me to shut up, buddy.
You don't tell me not to tell you not to shut up.
Listen, I'm gonna... Hey, wait a minute, guys. All right, gentlemen, please. I think that this is just an overheated discussion, and I think that at this time we should have another vote.
Oh, another vote! Not another vote! I can't handle another vote.
Yeah, well, I can. And I'm going to change my vote too.
All right. You know what? All of those in favor of voting guilty, please raise your hand. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3. I thought you were non-guilty over there.
Oh. No, I kind of flipped a little bit.
Well, looky here. We got a flip-flopper. This guy's wishy-washy over here. You really trust him?
All right, that's enough. All right. All those in favor of not guilty, show of hands. Wow, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Okay, so that's 9. So that vote hasn't changed. So 9 to 3 still. Wait a minute. I changed my vote. You can't change your vote at this juncture. We already voted. So 9 to 3. Well, why can't I? I mean, I've made up my mind. Fine. 10 to 2. 10 to 2. All right. I guess we're going to discuss it further. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to cover one last thing that we haven't talked about. The most important thing to me
in this trial, what happened, the most significant thing that we have not talked about yet is the fact that the boy came back. He came back for the knife 3 hours later. He went to the movies at 10 o'clock, came back 3 hours later for the knife.
Well, so what? Everybody returns to the scene of the crime. They know that.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's true. This is true. I know this much. Yeah, but most people come back for the crime to relive their glory or maybe to hit a place more than once, but this is a murder. This is a murder. The boy would have ran away, got as far away as he possibly can. Why did he return to the house?
He returned there to get the knife. Everyone knows it's rude to leave a knife sticking out of someone's chest.
Hey, I don't think that's funny. You know what I mean? No, that's not funny at all. This is a very serious thing.
All right, serious. Okay. I'm sorry. Continue.
He returned because he didn't commit the murder. And the other thing that I didn't bring up, because you so abrasively put, that when the boy said, I'm going to kill you over and over again, or at least that was the report. Why would he say that out loud so the whole neighborhood could hear it?
Well, why would he do a lot of things? There's a lot of things that these young teenage boys do that don't make sense. Look at my teenage boy, for an example.
You know, you keep talking about your teenage boy an awful lot. Actually, you talk about your 20-something-year-old boy an awful lot. I'm starting to think that you have a motive for wanting to find this boy guilty, for wanting to send him to the chair. You look at this young man and you see your son in this young man, and for whatever reason, God forsake, you want him dead. I cannot understand that, but you definitely want him to pay.
You damn right I want him to pay. He committed murder. What, do you think we should just let murderers run free, rancid on the street? I don't think so. I mean, for crying out loud, he killed his own father.
I am not convinced of that, senor.
I don't give a shit what you're convinced of. I'm telling you, he murdered his father up and down the street. No way about it.
All right, okay, let's come to order here. All right. You know what? I agree with him. Why would he reveal himself? Why would he come back to the crime? You know what? I just had reasonable doubt enter my mind.
What do you mean you had reasonable doubt in there? Come on, that was flimsy. That was the flimsiest thing I've ever seen.
What do you mean it was flimsy? The boy wouldn't come back for the knife. He wouldn't shout to the top of his lungs, I'm going to kill you, and announce it to the whole neighborhood, I'm going to kill you, and then kill his dad. Yeah, I agree. There's no need for that. I also agree. That would be the silliest and dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I'm on agreement with that.
All right, so,
we don't have to take a vote. There is no vote. I know what's going on here. 11 of you think that he's not guilty, and I think he's guilty. So 11-1. We don't have to friggin' vote.
Okay. No vote needed. Now, what do you mean we don't have to vote? How do you know that I changed my vote?
Because I know that you did. I can hear it in your voice. I know your tensions. Damn it. This boy is guilty as hell. When are you people going to wake up and see that? Wake up and smell the burnt coffee. Wake up and smell the roses. This trial must be declared a mistrial.
No, I don't think so. No, me neither. Yeah, no. I think we're done here. Yep. We're just holding out for your vote. That's it. So what's it gonna be? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty!
Are you sure about that?
Yes!
Are you positive?
Absolutely!
I don't think so. You know what I think? If I may come down there at the end of the table?
Yeah, come on down here. Let's see you do that.
You know what? You want to know what I think?
I don't give a shit what you think.
Yes, you do. Here's what I think. I think that your boy viciously and hideously assaulted you, that he beat you. Somewhere down the line, you screwed up as a parent and you don't want to face responsibility for that. So when you got word that this trial was taking place, you went purposely out of your way to get on this jury.
How do I do that? I can't just get on the jury. You got to be selected. You know that.
Yeah, well, let's just say you may have a few friends more than what you should. Anyway, either way, this is personal for you, and you've made it personal. And it's not supposed to be personal, pal.
It is not personal. This is justice, and justice must be served. Do you understand me? You are pushing me to the breaking point, you stupid son of a bitch. I'm going to kill you. Do you hear me? I'm going to kill you.
You calm down. You hear me? You calm down. You stay in your corner.
Get off of me.
All right, everybody calm down. Back to their seats. Back to their seats. Not yet. Not yet. What do you mean, not yet?
Get off of me.
I know that you have integrity, and I know that you have it in you to do the right thing. And I'm going to ask you one more time. Is this boy guilty or not guilty? Not guilty. What was that? I couldn't hear you. Not guilty. Huh? I still couldn't hear you.
I said he's not guilty, okay? He's not guilty. He's not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty.
Well, Foreman? What do you think? Well, I guess we've all reached a consensus. Do you want me to go ahead and... Is this all of our final votes? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Very well then. I'll tell the judge.
Boy, what a trial.
We have the verdict. Very well then. Come with me to the judge's quarter, to the jury box. All of you, ma'am, come on. Let's all go down to the jury box. Guys, this is it. Let's line up. You okay? You need some help there?
No, I'm fine.
Alright. See you at the,
Yeah.
Look at that. The sun is out. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, huh? Yes. Yes, indeed. Say, just out of curiosity, what's your name, by the way? Huh? Who, me? John. John Campbell. Ah. The name's Harry. Harry Klugman. Nice to meet you, Mr. Klugman. Nice to meet you. You too, John. You too. You too.